I would not have finished this book if it wasn't because of Winter Book Club. I want to preface this by saying I don't think this is a bad book. This is
Mhm.
absolutely about my cup of tea. I feel like you didn't have as intense of a reaction as I did. You kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think I went in not expecting a lot. And I think it's pretty clear straight off the bat that Evangeline is pretty young. This is a YA book. So I didn't have a lot of expectations in terms of depth. I feel like I see some elements of Holly Black's storytelling in this novel. And so I kind of approached it from that point of view. If this were The Cruel Prince, do I feel like it achieves what it sets out to do?
I agree. I also don't think YA necessarily has to mean lack of depth. I think about Cruel Prince itself. I think about Ruthless Vows. I think it can still be rich. You and I walked away really liking Cruel Prince, and I totally didn't make that connection. So, what was the connection for you?
So I felt like the Prince of Hearts
Mhm.
was a Cardan archetype, kind of a little bit cruel in how he uses his magic, not in a bad way. I felt like he was your typical mischievous fae
Mhm.
that fit a stereotype that I like. Evangeline, on the other hand, isn't necessarily in my mind Jude. She's Jude's twin sister. Evangeline's stepsister, Marisol, is Jude in this case.
If we're going to make the comparison, when you look at Jude and you look at her twin, even her twin had a lot of depth where it's like, I like what you're hinting at. When it came to Evangeline, I had zero layers with her. You had someone who really wants to be loved. As someone who wants to be loved, I get it.
I think she spends a lot of time either wanting to be loved and doubting the people who love her, or doubting people around her and trying to convince herself that no, she needs to trust them. And that is the bulk of her character arc in this book.